It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the 29-yard
well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Cleveland.
56, the Mike boys, 56, check 56.
They go play action here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. And now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
And I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
What we got? Shift. Nike, 18.
Back to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a give this time to the tailback. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Browns send down to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Andrew Billings.
Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Too little, cut. 41 Mike.
Being chased out left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating, because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Anthony McFarland was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ronnie Harris.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
The 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the Steelers are in for the touchdown. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when you see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they commit. Make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things. Small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
On the deep ball. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spending...
And now look at him go. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 35, Browns 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check three.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Here we go. Sack. 18 Cardinal. Coming for you. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. You can't block me. You can't block me. He's crashing. Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Austin Hooper.
He got 29 yards that time. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Mike 55. 19.
They'll look to throw again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Browns get a score closer. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2nd and 13. Rush coming, and he he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Strong left. Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touch.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Justin Lane there defensively that time to knock it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone, and then turning it over.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked by Riley Harrison. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The ball carrier. The tackle by Alex Highsmith. A 3-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They'll set up to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
If you know about the carport, the trapdoor supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
41 Mike, 6 man.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Austin.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 30.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fights him off. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
The pass.
It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 60 yards.
7-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for late? Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get two. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Final score, Steelers 49.
So, Charles...